Naruto 601 on a mother freaking Tuesday? Yes! What's up, everybody? Showing up the King here, and I'm here to bring you my review for Naruto Manga Chapter 601. I gotta say, before I start this off, thank you very much, Kishimoto. I'm still pissed off at you that you couldn't do this on Chapter 600, but you're starting to slowly make up for 600 and 599, and I appreciate that. So clearly you've seen the error of your ways and has now amped up things a bit now that Madara has hit the field. But enough of that, let's jump into this review. Alright, so Madara hit the scene and Naruto automatically loses it. Because like the rest of us, we realize that if he's there, what happened to the other Kages? So they actually pan and show that all the Kages are down. And I mean, they're probably damn near dead. It looks like Gaara had one of the chakra spears right through him. It looked like the Kage literally had his throat sliced. Tsunade was crushed by a giant tree. The Raikage looked like he had almost had a hole in his chest. And the I can't remember the lava chick's name, but it looked like she was down she was down and out too. And I think that Tsunade is gonna die. I think she is gonna die. I think she's going to give her last bit of life essence through her summoning jutsu in order to save the rest of the Kages, and then at the risk of her own life. I think that's what's going to happen. She's going to sacrifice herself to save the rest of the Kages. I didn't want to see any of them die. I'm not that kind of fan. I don't need major characters to die to satisfy me. But again, you know, there's a lot of people out there that they judge a manga and how good it is based off of the amount of people that die. I'm not one of those people. I feel like I just don't feel like, you know, I felt like Madara was able to show his power and his presence without having to quote unquote kill someone. But again, you know, if Tsunade has to die to you know, pacify these some of those other fans, you guys, that's fine. That's cool. And again, like I said, it's not a knock. But again, for me personally, I don't need major characters to die. Like for me, I don't need Kakashi or Guy to die in order for the manga to be good. It's already good as a whole. I'll say it's good. Past 2 chapters has been. But anyway, so we go back to Madara. Naruto is in a rage. You can see his Nine-Tails cloak flaring up behind him, and Madara immediately notices that the Naruto in front of him is a clone and is not the real Naruto. And you know, funny enough, I didn't even realize that the original Naruto is still stuck in the other dimension. So I didn't even realize that. So technically, he's caught. I mean, the situation with Obito now is a little weird because Obito can't travel to the other dimension to phase his body now. Because if he does, Naruto will probably be sitting there waiting and is ready to hit him. So I guess that's kind of the key to beating him now, is that it's going to be Kakashi and Guy versus Obito. And if Obito uses his technique to phase, Naruto will be waiting on the other side to attack him. So I thought that was a kind of a crazy revelation. I don't know if Madara knows that. I don't think he told Madara. But clearly, like I said, everything that we've been saying has been pretty predictable. Obviously, Madara knows who Obito is. And you learn that by the end of the chapter. So again, most of the stuff that we've already said has been revealed, because it looks like up until that point, Madara was still alive, because close to the end of the panels, at the end of the chapter, you see Madara as an old man. I mean, like a really old man. And you see Obito lying on the bed with, again, the whole side of his body has been crushed completely, and you can tell that his eye is missing, and his other side is heavily bandaged up. So what I'm thinking happened is, and he said he says, "Am I alive?" And Madara simply replies, "You are in the middle of the life and the next," meaning that he's in between. I guess he was in the other dimension. Maybe Madara pulled him in there. Maybe Obito's eye effect triggered and they pulled him in there. We're not too clear on how he got to this other dimension, but that's what happened. That's how he was able to escape the rock. The rock did crush him, but for some reason or another, he was able to survive it. And again, the fact that Obito was still talking to Kakashi after he got crushed by the rocks prove that he wasn't completely dead after getting crushed. Now, his whole side of the body is probably Zetsu, like I had been saying to everybody else, because you can clearly see where Naruto hit him with that Rasengan when they first figured out exactly what was going on with the mask. It healed. So it was a scorch mark from where Naruto hit him with the Rasengan, but now it's starting to heal. So, and again, they clearly showed that with Madara, showing that that side of his body is healed. So it looks like Madara saved Obito from the rock and somehow healed his side of the body that was broken with Zetsu. That's exactly that has to be what happened. Like, half his body is Zetsu, the other half of the body is him, and it looks like Madara kept him into that interdimensional portal and probably was manipulating him this entire time and training him in this dimension this entire time to work out these plans. Because again, we do get a lot more information. We do verify that Madara, the original plan was for Pain to use his the seventh sage technique to bring him back to life. Madara did not mean to come back to life as an Edo Tensei at all, but we already know why that happened, because Kabuto was able to come in there, find Madara's body, and use him as an Edo Tensei versus being brought back to life through Nagato, which is fine anyway, because Nagato used that technique to save the village. And it looks like, again, Madara had to have been the one who gave Nagato the Rinnegan. So again, it looks like Madara has been behind the scenes this entire time, not Obito. So again, it does give us a little bit of information. It still doesn't close every plot. It still doesn't cover every plot hole just yet, but I'm thinking within the next 2 episodes or the next 2 chapters, we'll be able to get a little bit more information, which is great. Again, like, I just don't understand why he couldn't have done this in chapter 600 or 599. Just, maybe that's him just trolling us. I don't know, because I felt like in this one chapter, you've done more than the last 3 combined in this one chapter. So I'm just like, I don't understand. But again, like I said, this chapter was fantastic. I was very heartbroken to see the Kages down like that. And it looks like Tsunade is going to die. It's very, very sad. But again, the information we got on Madara has been, it's been a plethora of information. So let me see, what's something else that we got revealed. So again, it looks like right now Madara has to have been behind everything, and it's clear now that at the point when Obito got crushed by a rock, Madara was still alive. He was probably on his deathbed at that point, but he was still alive. So it looks to me like he met Obito first, and then they started making their plans after that, because keep in mind, at that point, Kakashi was still young, which, well, you know what? I take that back, because before the Kakashi Gaiden thing happened, the whole thing with the legendary Sani had already happened. So the legendary Sani situation happened before the whole situation with Kakashi. So technically, Madara met up with Pain first and gave him the Rinnegan, and then he met up with Nagato. And I guess Nagato was the final piece to that puzzle, which also means that it also means that it still could have been Obito who fought Minato. But I'm thinking, because again, someone said this and it made perfect sense. The mask that the mask guy was wearing when he fought Minato was almost like it was a completely different mask than when we first got introduced to Toby. And Toby's one was more of a spiral, looking, so that it's the spiral technique that he uses to phase, versus the other mask, which I think Madara is the one who fought Minato and not Obito. But again, I don't want to make too many other assumptions right now, because we just don't have all the information. But at least we know it's going in the right direction, which is great. Thank you for that, Kishimoto. I just, again, wish you would have done this 2 chapters ago and not fucked us around so much. But again, I'm going to give this chapter a 5 out of 5. It was perfect. It gave us so much information that we needed. And again, just on a bonus points for being out on a Tuesday. Like, I woke up and looked at my Facebook, and I was like, holy shit, it's out. So, I had to definitely run down here and give you guys this review and give you my thoughts. But again, now it's time for you to tell me what you think. What are your thoughts on this chapter? Did you guys think about the same things that I did? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm completely sorry. Major part of the chapter that I forgot. Naruto actually attacked Madara Madara blocked him with the fan and basically reversed everything and took out Naruto's clone. So right now, Naruto's clone is gone. Naruto's still stuck in the other dimension. Madara is now going after the Eight Tails and has left Kakashi and Guy to Obito. So now Obito is going to probably be fighting Kakashi and Guy, which will be an interesting fight because now we get to see that core reasoning, and as they fight, they're going to probably reveal what happened and why is Obito the way he is right now. So 602 should be very interesting. Again, like I said, definitely rate, comment, subscribe, thumbs up the video if you could. It definitely helps. Either way, thumbs up, thumbs down, doesn't matter. But again, this is Showing Off the King. You guys have a fantastic day.